Hey guys, Mark here, and on the road but not driving. So those of you that are worried about that, I'm heeding your advice. But that's easy to do down here in Dallas. This place is just freaking ridiculous. But anyway, in this video, I want to talk about some concepts, and I want to talk about something specifically, and that has to do with your goals. I saw something on Facebook this morning, a little meme or whatever. Wasn't a meme, it was more of just a quote, and it said, if you wake up without, so I'm paraphrasing, if you wake up with no goals, then go back to sleep. And I just thought that was funny. Because that is something that you need to be doing. You need to be thinking about what it is that you want. Do you want to work for 40 years and then maybe enjoy 10, 15 years after you're done? Hopefully 20. Most people don't do that. Most people on average die just a few years after they retire because they don't have any purpose, or they feel like they don't have any purpose, or whatever it may be. It's generally not money. It's generally an issue. It's more of a psychological issue or a phenomenon. But look at things a different way. I've had my own business now for forever, and I guess it's a mindset issue. I always find it very hard to work for somebody else, not because that they're a bad employer, or not because it's a bad opportunity or whatever in terms of work, but I know that the goals that I have cannot be met by an employer for the most part. Now, if you plan out long term, you can do some things, but most of us don't do that. I didn't do that. I've been on my own for too long, and but when you're working for someone else, there is a limit, both in money and time, that you cannot surpass, or is very difficult to surpass. I mean, those of us that work, 40, 60 hours a week know the difficulties of, doing anything else on the side. And at times I've just taken off the day just to work on my internet projects. I'm not in a position to do that right now, but every spare minute that I have, I'm working on finishing up my training course and my training guide and getting things going there. And, that's because my goals, which if you really looked at my goals, a lot of you would probably think that they weren't that high. But I prioritize, or my priorities have more to do with experiences, and less to do with accumulation of a lot of wealth. But I'm not stupid. I realize that for those experiences, I'm definitely going to have some income to be able to live them out. One of my goals is to build my own plane, and that's about an $80,000 to $100,000 goal, which is very achievable. I plan on having that done within the next couple of years. But then I have other goals as well. I've got one goal that is to be able to take off and visit just about every state park in the country and every national park in the country. And it's like I said, these are about experiences for me. And we don't always have the same goals. Getting out of debt's a big one. Paying for college for kids, paying off college loans for your kids or for yourself. These are all achievable goals, but you have to do something. Typically, you're going to have to do something different than what everybody else is doing. If you're doing what everybody else is doing, then you need to expect the same results that everybody else is getting. And if you're not happy with where you are, you need to change whatever it is that you're doing. You need to do something extra, or you need to do something different. Okay, whatever it may be. Ultimately, you're going to have to do something different. And the reason why is because if you were already doing something that was going to provide for the financing of the goals and giving you the time that you needed to be able to meet your own goals, then you wouldn't have to change anything. But you're not, so it means that there's something else going on, or that you're not going down a path that's going to be conducive of you achieving those goals. So I think it's there's a myriad of, there's just different ways to do all of these things, to achieve these things. But what I have found is that you can get online very inexpensively. A lot of people talk about starting their own businesses and everything without any real thought into what it's going to cost. And if you're going to start a brick and mortar business, let me tell you something. It's going to cost a fortune to get going. Okay? So what you can do with the internet, and one of the things that I've always said about the internet is real estate is cheap online. And it just is. You can get a domain name for 10 to 15 bucks a year, depending on who you go through. You can get a hosting account for not very much money, and you can be in business within a weekend. And one of the things that I've done, and one of the things that I'm doing, and I'm continuing to do, and what hopefully I'll have everything finished up this weekend. But I've as I continue down, as I continue to build my training guide, I continue to find more and more videos that I need to make or whatever, because I want my training guide to be as simple and easy to follow as possible. And I want you to be able to go back to the videos to watch them again if that's what you need to do. People learn at their own pace. That's fine. There's no problem with that. But it just to let you know what's going on, it takes a considerable amount of time to make the videos, to edit the videos, and then to get them all posted, and then to get them put where I want them put in terms of my training guide. And so things change rapidly. I haven't really had to create any new videos necessarily, but things change rapidly, and as they do, I'll update those videos. And as long as it's taken for me to get this training guide together, by the time I'm at the end of it, there may be some things that need to be updated. Now, at this time, not so much. But I want something very complete so that you can come on board, you can follow the guide, you can follow you can come to our classroom, our live classroom training, and you can get the information that you need, you can get the support that you need to make an impact, a positive impact, financially at least, on your life. And guys, that's what it's all about. No matter what it is that you want to do out there, no matter what your goals are, you're going to have some sort of income. If your dream is to sell around the world or travel around the world, guess what? You need money for that opportunity, for those experiences. So don't discount the money card, because you're going to have to generate some. And even if you decide to live a more minimalist lifestyle, you're still going to have some sort of income coming in to be able to do that. And so it's like what I said. I have a goal of going to all these state parks and national parks. That's going to cost money, for gas, food, lodging, the whole 9 yards. Park fees, all of that stuff. And so it's a different way of looking at money, though, and a different way of rather than just trying to accumulate a bunch of things, big house, fancy car, whatever it may be. I'm looking to accumulate experiences, but that's still going to cost some money. That's going to require income. And so this is the best way that I've seen so far to be able to do that. And guys, it's not hard to generate income online. I keep saying it, and I'm getting ready to show you. So stay tuned. And if you like the video, hit the like button, and make sure that you subscribe if you have not subscribed. And, we'll see you on the next video. Take care. Have a great day. I'll see you at the top.